You know that feeling? Someone asks you in English, so what do you do? And even if you're great in your own language, suddenly the words just feel, well, a bit stuck.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a common thing for English learners. It's more than just vocab, isn't it?
Exactly. It's about that confidence, sounding natural when you talk about your work.
Mm-hmm. Having the words is one thing, but actually kind of weaving them together so they sound right, sound professional,
Hmm.
that's different.
And that is precisely what we're diving into today. We've looked at some really good ways to give you powerful phrases, better vocabulary, so you can talk about your job confidently, fluently.
Yeah, the idea is to give you the tools you need, make you sound more natural, more polished when you're, talking shop.
I'm going to cover, what, 5 key areas?
That's right. 5 areas. We'll give specific phrases, some practical examples, and some tips for fluency as well. Think of it as a clear path to talking about your professional life well in English.
Okay, let's get straight into it then. First up, the basics. Talking about your job title and, what you actually do.
Right, and the sources point to 2 really useful starting phrases. I work as O, and I'm responsible for.
So I work as A. That's just for your title, right?
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Exactly. Straightforward professional intro. I work as a project manager. Done.
Simple. Gets the point across. But then, if you want to get more detail about the day-to-day stuff...
That's where I'm responsible for comes in. It signals you're talking about your duties, your active contribution.
So you might say, I work as a project manager.
Mm-hmm.
I'm responsible for coordinating timelines and communicating with clients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See how that combination paints a much fuller picture, much more informative.
Yeah, it does. And the material also offers alternatives like I handle or my role involves.
Those are good variations. I handle. Maybe sounds a bit more hands-on.
Yeah, possibly.
Whereas my role involves can suggest maybe a wider range of tasks. It lets you tailor it a bit.
Okay, now here's an interesting tip for fluency they mentioned. When you use I'm responsible for, try letting your voice go up slightly on responsible, and then pause just for a beat before you list your tasks.
Right. That little lift in your voice, it's like a signal, isn't it? Telling the listener, okay, details coming.
And the pause.
Well, it gives you a second to think, but it also lets the listener catch up before you launch into the specifics. It helps the flow.
Okay, so the material suggests practicing this example. I'm responsible for managing social media content and analyzing engagement. Say it slow first, then more naturally.
That's a great tip. It's like training your mouth, Slow practice for the sounds and rhythm, then speed it up for natural delivery. Builds fluency and confidence.
Right. Makes sense. Okay, let's move to the second area, talking about your work schedule and your routine.
Yeah, things like I usually start my day by, and I work full-time, part-time remotely.
These seem super useful for just giving a quick snapshot of your work life.
Absolutely. Casual chat, more formal setting. It gives context straight away.
So an example might be, I work remotely, and I usually start my day by checking emails and reviewing our team's tasks. Tells you the where and the what of the morning.
Perfect. And there are other useful ways, too. Just stating hours. I start at 9 and finish around 5. Very direct.
Or if it varies.
You could say something like, my mornings are usually busy, but afternoons are more flexible.
Yeah.
It gives a good sense of the rhythm.
And the fluency tip here is about using linking words. Things like and, then, after that.
Oh, yeah. Crucial. Those little words connect the dots. Makes it sound like a story, not just a list. Avoids that choppy feeling.
Okay, so here's the practice example. I usually start my day by checking messages, then I attend a team meeting, and after that, I work on my tasks.
Hear that flow. Then, after that, it creates a smooth sequence. Easy to follow. Much more natural.
Definitely. Okay, third area. Describing the tools or skills you use. Key phrases being, I use tool software skill 2, and I'm skilled in.
These are really important for sounding capable, especially in professional contexts.
Yeah.
Shows how you do your job. Add specifics.
Right. So maybe I use Excel to manage our budget and create monthly reports. I'm also skilled in using Canva for design tasks. Shows both tools and skills.
Exactly. Or you could say, I'm good at handling customer complaints. That's more of a soft skill. Or I use Photoshop for editing visuals. Very specific tool. Versatile phrases.
And the fluency tip. Be ready with maybe 2 or 3 key tools or skills.
Yes. And practice saying them in full sentences, like have them ready to go.
Why is that so helpful?
Well, if someone asks, you don't have to scramble. You can answer confidently, smoothly. Practicing out loud helps nail the pronunciation and makes it sound natural when you actually say it.
So practice this. I use Google Sheets for data tracking and Zoom for client meetings. And they suggest imagining you're saying it in a meeting intro or something.
That's smart. Puts you in the situation,
Yeah.
makes the practice more real, helps build that confidence for when you actually need it.
Got it. Okay, number 4, describing your work environment. Phrases like, I work in a fast-paced environment, and I work closely with.
These help describe the feel of the place, the vibe, and how you interact with your team. It's about the context of your work.
Yeah, as another layer. So you could say, I work in a fast-paced environment where things change quickly.
Sets the scene.
I work closely with designers and developers to deliver projects on time. That tells you about the team dynamic.
Exactly. And other examples help too, like it's a very collaborative space, or maybe the atmosphere is creative and supportive. It gives a real flavor of the workplace culture.
And the tip for this section is about pairing I work closely with, specifically with job roles.
Yes, this is a good one. Instead of just saying my team, listing the actual roles like designers, developers, marketers gives much clearer information about who you interact with, shows you understand the structure.
So practice example. I work closely with clients, the sales team, and support staff. And the advice is to say it smoothly, clearly naming each role.
Right. It just sounds more professional and specific. Shows your connection points within the organization. Really useful.
Okay, last one, number 5. Talking about projects and achievements. Using phrases like, one project I'm proud of, and I helped verb plus result.
This is crucial for showing your impact, right? Moving beyond just what you do to what you've accomplished. Very important for career conversation.
Totally. So, an example, one project I'm proud of is launching our company blog.
Good start.
I helped increase traffic by 40% in 3 months. Adding that result makes it so much stronger.
Absolutely. Quantifying it makes it tangible, credible. Other phrases work too, like I was involved in or I led a team to, depending on your role in the project.
And the fluency tip here is double-pronged. Use numbers or results for impact.
Definitely. Numbers grab attention.
And speak with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Especially when you say proud.
Yes. Let that genuine feeling come through. If you sound proud, it makes the achievement more compelling. It connects with the listener. Numbers give the facts. Enthusiasm gives the feeling.
Okay, practice time. I led a redesign project that helped reduce customer complaints by 25%. And the idea is to practice saying it confidently, like it's your success story.
Because it is your success story. Being able to talk about your achievements clearly with numbers and a bit of passion, that's a really valuable skill in English or any language, really.
So that wraps up the 5 areas. You should now have a much better toolkit, really, for talking about your job clearly and with more confidence in English.
Yeah, the tools are there. But, the real work starts now with practice. Like the sources suggest, maybe pick just one phrase today, one that fits your job.
Do what with it?
Say it out loud. Personalize it. Imagine using it in a conversation. Maybe record yourself on your phone. Even just that little bit of focused practice can make a surprising difference pretty quickly.
That's a good point. Remember, you don't need super fancy words. Being clear, sounding natural, showing a bit of enthusiasm, that often matters more.
Absolutely. And practice builds that confidence step by step.
Which kind of leads us to a final thought for you, the listener. Having heard all this, how would you describe your job in English right now? Using maybe one of these new phrases.
That's a great question to reflect on. A good starting point for putting this all into practice.